it's Megan. Happy Wednesday, wherever you are tuning in from. I hope you are having a beautiful day today. So, in today's video, I wanted to answer some of the questions that I get on a daily basis. You guys tend to message me like similar questions, but just all the time on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So I thought it would be good to answer them all in this video. So let's get started. Okay, so I have a list of the questions. Number 1 is the most common question to number 10. So let's get started. The first most commonly asked question I get in my DMs is, how tall are you? I find it really funny because, you know, it's just, when people ask me that, I'm like, I feel like a real celebrity, you know, like a Wikipedia page or something. So to answer your question, I'm 5'7". I've kind of been the same height my entire life. When I was in 8th grade to freshman year, I went through kind of like a growth spurt, but I've always been, I think I stopped growing like sophomore year of high school. I've always been like the same height. So like 5'6.5", 5'7". But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Okay, next question, most commonly asked in my DMs. How do you make money from public speaking? This is another good question. To put it simply, I make money because I am signed to speaking bureaus that basically I have agents. They help me negotiate deals and make money from when I speak at colleges, universities, seminars. So I sign contracts, I have a speaker's fee, and then I get paid. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Question number 3, most commonly asked in my DMs, what ethnicity are you? I also find this one kind of funny because if you've ever met me in person or like here in Miami, for example, a lot of people think I'm Russian or like, I don't know, something like that. I mean, I guess my features, like my eyebrows, my cheekbones, whatever. But I am basically mainly Irish, and then I'm also Swedish. So mainly European, although I have done a Ancestry.com kit where I, you know, spit in the tube and I got the results back. Basically the same thing, you know, like I'm Irish, also Swedish. But yeah, I've had these, like, my hair's always been this color. I've always had thick eyebrows. I don't know, I've always kind of like looked like this. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. And then question number 4, most commonly asked in the DMs, where do you live in Miami? So this is another good question. Basically, Miami is at the bottom of Florida. So I live in Miami, so there's South Beach, and then if you go across the bridge, it's like downtown, you know, the financial area, all that stuff. I live in the downtown financial area. That is all I will say, but I live over there. Next question, what was your childhood like? My childhood was amazing. I feel so grateful. It was the best childhood ever. I had a really positive upbringing. My family means the world to me. I have wonderful parents, and I feel like it really shaped me into who I am. You know, like, I really do believe as I've gotten older, I just feel like I've noticed, you know, you get to know people and you just realize that not everyone has a really positive childhood or family or upbringing. And I just feel really grateful because I think my childhood, you know, really shaped me into who I am today. Like, it gave me the confidence, the morals, the value, just, you know, like a strong sense of self, I will say, has made my life really easy. And I think also when you have a really strong father figure, just like a great childhood, it's like the foundation, you know, of a home. It really just, it's something that just is with you for life. I think it sets, you know, me up for success. It really allows me to just, yeah, move through life with ease because I really know who I am. I hope that answers your question. I also grew up, born and raised in California in the San Francisco Bay Area. That's where I lived my entire childhood, all of elementary school, middle school, high school. I, you know, lived in the same house my entire life. So I feel grateful. It was a pretty like simple childhood, really like normal, but I just feel, yeah, grateful. I will always say that. Sounds like I'm, you know, repeating myself, but I really do stand by that. When you have a very positive childhood of just really great memories, I think it really just gives you such a strong like sense of, you know, who you are. And it just, I don't know, to me, yeah, anyways. Next question. So the 6th most commonly asked question that I get in my DMs: are you religious or spiritual? To put it simply, I will say, to be honest, growing up, I was baptized. I was baptized Catholic, but I am not currently practicing. I, you know, growing up would go to Easter, maybe like you know, every, once in a while for Easter, once in a while for Christmas, going to church. But it was never like every single Sunday. It wasn't that strict. But I will say my parents growing up, they still do. They always had a fascination with the movie The Secret, which is all about law of attraction and manifesting. And they showed me that when I was like 9 years old, which really, really, really shaped, you know, my childhood. It really opened up my mind, and my parents drilled into me, you can do whatever you want in this life. Like, you have the ability to manifest like whatever you want. Like, they always wanted me to know that, which I think is special. They always taught me that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. And they showed me the movie The Secret, which literally blew my mind at 9 years old. And so, yeah, I also, like, growing up, my parents were very interested in, you know, spirituality. And so I think I had my first psychic reading when I was like 15 in high school, which also blew my mind. I always grew up with that. So that's my childhood. It was amazing, and I would not change it for the world. Oh, sorry. No. That's to answer the question, are you religious or spiritual? But yeah, I would say I'm more like spiritual, but I'm really open-minded. I don't believe in, you know, strongly about one thing or another. I just kind of believe like positive energy, manifestation, that sort of thing. Hope that answers your question. Question number 7. I also find this funny because it's like, I get this in my DMs a lot, and I'm like, I don't know. But to me, it's like, you know, I choose to put my life online, so I know that there's some, yeah, I take responsibility for it. I like, you know, it takes 2 to tango. Question number 7, have you always been curvy? I find that so funny because I mean, I like to put it, yeah, I mean, I feel like I've always had the same body type, shape my entire life. I would call it more like athletic. I mean, curvy is like a fine word. I would not call myself curvy. I think more just like athletic and fit. Like I said earlier, I'm 5'7", and I've always had, you know, broad shoulders, like just natural muscles. Like, I was a dancer and always in sports growing up. So I think that kind of just, yeah, like volleyball and tennis and swimming and everything. So I don't know, I would call myself more athletic and toned, if you guys get what I mean. But I hope that answers your question. But I've always kind of looked the same my entire life. Okay, question number 8, most commonly asked in my DMs. Are you single right now? Oh, you guys are funny. Yes, I am single right now. I am ready to mingle. I go on dates. I dabble in online dating. I will say, you know, I've been single for months. I mean, quite honestly, like years. And I mean, to be honest, yeah, I feel like my whole entire life, I've never really had a very like serious, committed, healthy relationship. I've always wanted one. You know, I'm such, like, at the core, I'm a total hopeless romantic. Like, one of my favorite movies is Serendipity with Kate Beckinsale and John Cusack. It's all about soulmates and destiny and fate, and makes my heart warm. But yeah, I've never really had like a very serious, long-term committed relationship. But yeah, you know, it's like I put myself out there, I go on dates, but I'm really, really picky about the kind of guy that I'm looking for. I don't settle. Like I really don't. And like, if I feel like there's something off or like a red flag, I listen to it. So I think for sure, you know, being like a successful female has a lot of shit going for her, basically, dating can feel like just a more difficult process, I guess, because there's a lot of, I don't know. Basically, I, you know what I want in life. I know the type of guy that I want, and I'm just not going to settle until I get it. I really do feel like, for me personally, I need a very specific type of man to be my like ultimate partner in life. Just to put it simply, if you know me, you understand what I'm talking about. I think it's just, I need a specific type of guy to really like be my life partner. But yeah, to answer your question, I am single, I'm dating, I'm doing the thing, but I'm also really, really picky about who I allow into my life in that way. And I think everyone should be, because, you know, it's just, I date with purpose, I call it. Boom. Okay, so next question, number 9. Do you get nervous before going on stage? Yes, of course. I'm a human being. Everyone has nerves. I get nervous. It's just a part of being a human. But I will say, from when I first started public speaking when I was 18 to now at 26, I'm a lot more confident. Like, I've done it so many times where, you know, it's just a different experience. But I don't know. I feel like, to be honest though, I've always loved being on stage. Like, I love storytelling. I love just being in front of people. I love entertaining and hosting, and I'm such an extrovert people person. So I've like, it just comes really natural to me. Like, yes, I still get nerves, but I just do it anyway, because I know that I'm always going to do a great job, because I really believe in myself. And I also, you know, for me, it's like, I grew up like doing all this school plays and the acting classes and drama and everything. So I was always on stage, like literally even in 4th grade, I was like in Pinocchio. Like, I always loved acting and being on stage and being goofy and being able to express myself. So it comes really naturally. So I hope that answers your question. Basically, to summarize it, yes, I still get nervous, but I have way better tools for handling the nerves. And I just know that the nerves are a good thing. It's me pushing myself outside my comfort zone. Alrighty, last but certainly not least, question number 10 that I get in my DMs, the 10th most common question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I love these types of questions because it's all about goal setting and holding yourself accountable and making shit happen. So I am 26 years old right now. So in 10 years, I'll be 36, which is effing crazy. By 36, I would say, okay, number 1, most important, I really want to be happy. I hope I'm very happy. Number 2, I hope I'm very healthy. Number 3, I would hope by 36 that I'm either engaged or married to the love of my life, wherever he is. And if you're watching this, future husband, all I have to say is, where are you? Hurry up. Kidding, but not really. Love you. Okay, so I hope I'm engaged or married, and then I hope I'm either pregnant or planning a family, because one of my biggest goals in life is to be a mom. That's really important to me. And I am the type of girl that already has her kids' names written on my iPhone. I've had that planned for, like, it changes, but I have names that I really like, which is just saved all the time. So yes, that's where I see myself in 10 years. Also, I will manifest this by speaking it into existence and saying the I am statements. in 10 years, besides the happy, healthy kids, marriage with a man the love of my life, I will be a host on E! News. That's my biggest dream, and I will never stop, ever, until it comes true. Number 2, one of my biggest dreams ever is to be making double what I make now, income-wise. And then number 3, it's to be a New York Times best-selling author, because I've self-published all 4 of my books, and I also will never stop until I become a New York Times best-selling author. And yeah, but seriously, it's literally one of my biggest dreams. But I'm gonna do it all though, because I really am good at accomplishing things, and when I set my mind to it, I just don't quit. I swear it's like a Scorpio thing or something. I just never stop, ever. I love it, the thrill, and just knowing I did it, the accomplishing feeling, that runs deep in my DNA. Okay, so I hope that answers your guys' questions about me. That's me in a nutshell. I get a lot of DMs, so I wanted to make this video, but I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day, and be kind to other people, spread positivity.